Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Heroes of Might and Magic 3, Horde of the Abyss. Here we are once again in the Forged in Fire campaign. A campaign that's taken so long for me to play through that they've released another town before I've finished this one. But it's okay, because they haven't released the campaign yet, so there's still time, isn't there? To give my brief thoughts, new town, seems cool. I like how it's taken the non-obvious vibe for the Vori Ice Elves to be more tribal and a bit more savage, I guess, for want of a better word, rather than probably the more natural route, which would have been magical, enchanted stuff. But I suppose the thing is, it would have then just been Snow Rampart in that case, so I get why they chose that different route. Obviously, if you haven't tried it out yet, give it a go yourself. I was looking forward to Factory for so long. I had years of anticipation, and Factory then actually lived up to my expectations, which were unreasonably high. So I am loving Factory, but well done to the team for releasing Bulwark. It's a huge amount of effort, of course, and good luck to them in finishing the campaign. Let's carry on with this one, shall we? Here we are, we've got Practal, we need to defeat him. We've got a bit of time. What do we need to do? So, this pink monolith here just sort of zips around a bit, but doesn't really take us anywhere interesting. So, we'll have Wynonna here hit the town and grab that Cage of Warlords bonus. Obviously, before we wrap up, we definitely want to collect all of those primary statistics, like this mercenary camp that Wynonna hasn't gathered yet. We also want to make sure we grab this Garden of Revelation. There's also a Star Access down here we want to grab. Plenty to do. Definitely so. We also want to basically have Wynonna leave, I think. Yeah, I suppose we should grab this now, because why not? But once she's grabbed this, we'll have Wynonna go here and upgrade them, because she's got a bunch of unupgraded lizards on her at the moment. As for Henrietta, she might leave now, because there's not much to do in these pink portals, because this one here requires us to defeat Practal first anyway, so it's okay, well that's just that's not happening anytime soon. So it's okay, we don't even need to defeat this garrison. So, and here we are back where we started. There is the potential of needing to kill this guy, the Steed Man. It's possible he's holding one of those orbs of driving rain that we need. Some of these things we need are pretty outrageous. Now this quest gate, the quest gate itself wasn't tagged with the story, but if you recall many moons ago, how it was said that the lizards sort of just think that all humans look the same, so as long as you walk in carrying the Trident of Dominion and Shield of Naval Glory, they'll let you in. So that's why that quest gate's there, in the lore reasons. But for practical considerations, it means we need to, at the very least, even if we don't take out Steed himself, we need to at least get to his island to take out these Titans, and then grab the Trident of Dominion. That's going to be important. So, that being the case, I don't know if Henrietta can handle this, although our Coatl Power Stack is getting all the more powerful, which is of course quite useful, and there's mercenary camps. We probably should take him out just of a town portal destination, but there's a few things left to do housekeeping wise, and of course we'll see what this HotA character is going to be up to as well. But for now, let's have Henrietta teleport back to that backwater and grab those extra Coatls. They're going to be useful. Excellent. Are there any Rust Dragons available? There's one, but we're sort of broke, as usual in this map. So, don't think I'm going to bother. This required Sea Serpents, that's right. Which is also a difficult ask. Where are you going to get Sea Serpents from? So, I've had a look around the map before starting recording, and I think what we need to do is to start prioritising jumping into whirlpools, which is all well and good. We just need to make sure we have some sacrifices for the whirlpool, like these gnolls will be completely fine for that purpose. Because every time you dive in, people fall overboard because, they don't hold on to their lifelines, do they? Alright. So Henrietta's somewhat going to not have a lot to do, because obviously Winona should be the boat girl, because that's her thing, having the expert navigation. I suppose considering... we might as well hand over the Orb of Driving Rain to Halon here. How are we doing on the artifact gathering? I think they're split between characters, aren't they? Yeah, so we got plenty of boots of speed. You might as well hand one over. There's so many goop duplicates. How about Winona? She's got some of the components of the Ring of the Magi going on. And she's got one of the components of the Mystic Orb of Mana. Forget if some of their other heroes had that on their person. You can check our Kingdom overview. Let's see. These characters inside. Towns. Alright. You don't. You don't. You don't. Okay. Well, we tried. Alright, Henry, you might as well get mana. We'll figure something out for you next turn. These guys are just waiting. Let's end turn. As usual, not a lot happened. Oren's fantastic adventure continues. Of course, his escorting fire elementals to the north. Yes, very important task. Alright, Henrietta. We'll come back to you. What about Aurora? Sailing away on the pirate ship? What a nice voyage that was. Alright, Winona, grab the +1. Excellent. Then teleport over to Backwater or someplace else. Well, everywhere has troops that can be hired. We obviously do need these null marauders as well. Let's have Henrietta clear out. So we're going to have Winona do the... oh, there's a mage tower. That's a mission for Henrietta. Because I completely neglected the fact that we needed a mage to get into this area. So let's get Henrietta on that. Of course, that means we'll need to have a room for the mage. That's going to not be a job for Henrietta. Drop the dragon off. Dragons are so last year. Alright, Winona. Teleport over to Drakenmore. And upgrade these lizards into fine lizard warriors. Over 1,000 of them now do we have. And these lizard warriors. Do we throw centaurs overboard? Their many legs and arms flailing about in the whirlpools? I think we do. We might as well grab the dragonflies as well. It is a lot of money. Let's teleport now to Backwater. And we'll grab these wyverns we can take as well. More dragons. Maybe I should leave one dragon behind for Henrietta just so she doesn't feel left out. Seems like a good idea. Okay, this is a thing. She's going to have a bit of a morale penalty, but she's got the Crest of Valor. Also, let's hand over some of these artifacts, like this, and this, and this. Seems reasonable. We're also not using the Crown of Supreme Magi, so I forget what Henrietta's holding. Yeah, that's a Helm of Chaos. We can certainly give her an upgrade there. Anything else? Not really. Do we have, like, the whole combination artifact for Rampart? Shield of the Dwarven Lords, Helm of the Alabaster Unicorn, Stentor's Axe. Oh, what else is there? Oh, forget off the top of my head, but... not that there is one. It'd be an amusing thing to have a combination artifact for, because the stats would be so rubbish, but, you know. Alright, well, we're going to appropriate this boat next turn. Sounds like a plan. The women can catch up for a brief tea and crumpets as we enter. Alright, Oren. Incredibly slowly moving across this terrain. Hop in Henrietta and Winona. And now Aura heads off. Oh, she's grabbing more Stormbirds. That's what she's up to. Seems about right. You might as well grab the Stormbirds. So many that we can't even afford them all. Let's go to a random marketplace and exchange some of our many, many lumbers and rocks for some gold. Alright, there we go. We'll need to upgrade them at some point, but something done at least. A swarm of serpent flies for a shipwreck. I don't know, seems not very valuable to me. There's a seer's hut. I don't know if we've investigated this seer's hut. I guess it's worth checking out. Otherwise, we're basically heading for that sea portal, aren't we? Where was it? Here it is. Oh no, we already did that. That was 10 coattles, wasn't it? Yeah. This is a Winona job, this one. Hopefully she's sufficiently equipped. Guess I'm sort of in two minds. Because, like, the centaurs are going to be good for whirlpool adventures, but not so useful for heading out there. Oh, we can actually take the centaurs off using Dramacon. Yeah, we'll do that for now. Just because the first objective is to take care of this hero sitting next to this warehouse of gems, the Dekha character. We want that person dealt with extreme prejudice. We might as well have you investigate this seer's hut. Yeah, check it out. Speak of the rat. Yeah, the centaurs are a little bit sluggish. We might drop them off in backwater. It's a bit of a menagerie guarding the town, but hey. Stormbirds, thank you. Lizardman, thank you. Water wheel, thank you. Alright, Aaron. Rally flag. It's just going to be a long, long march through the swamp. But you're going to get there one day. Oh yes. Let's pay the toll. And then land here. Alright. You meet a bearded sorcerer in a reed hut on the riverbank. He looks like a pirate, though.
I have heard of you, says the sorcerer. I came here with my colleagues, but they refused to help me in my research, so I left them behind. You see, the Regan mages have accumulated a great deal of magical knowledge over the past centuries, but there are some spells I've never been able to perfect. One of them is Berserk. The Kriegans know how to increase the power of the spell tenfold, but they don't share their secrets. I've heard that the Nihon warlocks visited these islands recently. I don't know what they wanted here, but a few of the warlocks had the misfortune of running into the local monsters. They lost two valuable artifacts, the Tome of Fire and the Orb of Tempestuous Fire. Find them and bring them to me, and I will share the Scroll of Berserk with you.
Okay. We get a Scroll of Berserk. That's going to be of limited use for our characters because we don't have fire magic. I don't know if there's a scribing service available for Berserk, because that would obviously be very useful. One reason I should bother finding scrolls is so I can start scribing things into Thingo's spellbook. Because we need good spells. Spells are good to have. This is probably not a good idea. Let's just leave. But I'm glad that we know about this particular seer. Sky the seer. The Regan pirate sorceress mage. Okay. You might as well grab some Stormbirds on your way out. Alright, Winona. First things first. Let's just pay the toll. Actually, is that relevant? Yeah, it's relevant. Okay. Still can't reach all the way, but, you know, it's progress. Speaking of progress, we have money, and we have the means to use this money. Marshank, it's time for the running of the bulls. The Gorgons, give them to me. And of course, Basilisk Chick. Known for her recruiting of basilisks. You think you figured her out, and then boom, she's recruited more basilisks. Alright. Time for those enemy heroes to get stronger. Let's drop these sluggish centaurs, and then recruit the troops of destiny. More movement on Orin. Alright, Henrietta, drop off, please. Alright, Winona. Can we defeat this hero? We're going to find out in a moment. First, we're going to have everyone else move, so then if we have to reload and reconsider, it's not going to be as arduous. Let's grab that pink lighthouse back, actually. Wasn't even relevant. What else are we going to do with you? I mean, we could obviously have you investigate, because you got navigation too. We could have you investigate the other things. But I'm actually using the Oceanids, so I'd rather not. Let's at least grab this lighthouse. You know, it'll help. Okay. More bull running. Get the Gorgons. Get the Basilisks. It's unfortunate that we can't get credit for killing those dragons, but hey. Alright. Let us land. I guess we need to make another stack, don't we? We're going to have problems of speed. We have the Cape of Velocity, though. It is true that I'm not wearing the most powerful artifacts ever conceived by man. But we shall endure. I mean, they're not attacking. Auto combat struggles, though. I'd rather not lose my entire army. She does have a decent defense. We do have, however, the advantage of speed. Speed and power. Slow the enemy. So now they can't reach us, and notably everything here is a melee unit, so it should be in theory possible to bait the enemy to doing what we want. So. We also have the Gorgons. Oh, there's Mass Prayer, though. So I've lost a dragon already. Well, let's just try that again, shall we? So this Mass Slow obviously makes sense. Now we wait with everything. Oh, let's get Mass Cure in that case. Well, Mass Cure is worse. Because now we just get actually hit by everything. I'd rather not lose Rust Dragons randomly, though. We'll give them the Mass Slow. And then we'll have them bite on this one Dragonfly, I guess. Now we got Mass Haste. It's a brutal strike, isn't it? Does that mean we need to be equally brutal? Probably. That being the case, we should probably Mass Haste ourselves and then just blitz someone down, right? These two are the wrong way around. Let's load the battle save. And swap them as they should be. This makes the turn order much more favourable. So we're given the Mass Haste that they want. We wait, and who's going to be the first to die? I'm guessing it's dragonflies. And just now we just go ham on them. paralyzed, that's decent. Let's now attack the Chaos Hydras of the Gorgons. How many did we kill? 9 Chaos Hydras. Seems solid. Oh, the luckiest strike. Certainly got a bit of a brawl going on here. All the Gorgons are dead. I don't know if we've got enough troops, honestly. Because, I mean, I can mass bless and fall back to defend my archers, but it's like, you know. They'll just dispel the bless anyway. Losing the bless sucks. Now I don't even have the ability to shoot. Well, simply put, if it's going to go down to the wire like this is obviously not going to work. Every time I cast a buff, it gets dispelled. Yeah, and I don't like my chances against this many enemies. Constant dispel. She likes her dispel. For a first aid specialist, she doesn't have a first aid tent, she just spams dispel. She dispelled her own prayer. Yeah, this isn't working, is it? So, she's got decent stats, which means we don't kill things quickly. Well, let's try a fortress strategy, but the problem is we're getting dispelled a lot. It'll destroy, like, I can't even, like, force field up, because, like, or minefield it up, because it's just going to get dispelled. So magic has to be like Frost Ring, maybe. It's like, doesn't even kill a Chaos Hydra. Forgetfulness is pointless. I could try to disrupting ray something to death. Good luck. Yeah, I suppose that's part of the problem, is I'm shooting with 29 attack skill against like 39 defense Hydras or 41 defense Chaos Hydras. Like, everything's actually tankier than the damage output of my Lizard Warriors, so I'm taking a damage penalty. Bless does a lot for them, but then I only get one Bless before it gets dispelled. I suppose let's try the fortress strategy, I guess. Just lose so many. Alright. Alright, well now we bless now. I mean, this is a solid amount of blessing. That was a nice hit on the Chaos Hydras. Paralyze is also nice, but now I've lost half my Gorgons, so I'm only killing 5 under the terrible gaze. So, I'm probably going to get dispelled as soon as I attack. Yep. Ouch. Goodbye, dragons. The, morale's nice. Problem is now my ranged units can't actually attack. They left my archers open. Although now they're going to get hit by hydras. Have you dispelled this round? You did. Let's bless. Do I want to steal retail? Don't know if I want to. Actually killed the Chaos Hydras of the Lizard Warriors. This feels very edgy though, honestly, like it's... Even if I somehow win the fight, it's like, what has been lost? Pyrrhic victory for sure. Pyrrhic victory. Alright, bless again. I mean, I'll take the paralyze. Just walk away. I mean, that's a bloody battle. What's the reward? Nothing. What was she guarding? This quest gate. To this yellow sea portal. Where's the other end? Here. I guess we can have a brief look to see if that's actually worth it. We'll take her boat then, just to rub it in. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to end turn here and just go have a look before calling it an episode, because we can do some of that minutia next time. But what's this? It's the Ring of Vitality, which is needed for the Elixir of Life. It's such a massive amount of losses, though. Can I do better? Don't know about that, but if we want to get whatever this Seer's Hut is, we need to do that fight for that item. And that's basically all we get out of it. A rough go, but maybe necessary. What else is Nona doing? She's doing this area. Presumably. There's not that many fights left in the game, that's the point. But I did throw an entire army away to kill that woman. Like, is it worth it? Well, what I'll do, I'll think about that off screen. Thank you for watching. When we come back next time, more Heroes of Might and Magic 3.